Lantzy with iSatori Technologies. I'm a certified personal trainer, and today we're going to be talking about basic abdominals, okay? I'm going to give you kind of a breakdown of what your abdominals consist of, and I'm going to show you like 2 different exercises per abdominal group, and kind of demonstrate it from you and give you some helpful tips to get you that perfect six-pack that you're desiring. And the first thing, the most important part to remember with abdominals is abs are made in the kitchen, okay? We have to have a healthy diet, and we also have to work the abdominals for them to show. Okay, a lot of people think that if they just continue to do ab work in the gym, the abs are just automatically going to come through. Not necessarily. You got to make sure your diet's in check. You have to eliminate that body fat for your abdominals to come through. Okay? That's the most important part I want you to take away from this. Other than that, usually lifting abs 3 to 4 times a week is ideal. A lot of people will overtrain their abdominals or won't train enough. 3 to 4 times a week I find is the best key to get your abdominal success that you're desiring. Okay, now abs are broken down in 3 different sections. You got your six-pack, which is right in here. It's called your rectus abdominis, all right? It starts from the top of here, it works down all the way to the bottom. Next you have your obliques, which come on the side. Okay, you have inner and outer obliques. Then you also have your transverse abdominis that cuts through right into here. Okay, now those are the 3 basic abdominal areas. And we're going to break them down. I'm going to show you 2 different exercises per area of the abdominals, and we'll go from there, okay? So other than that, yeah, watch the diet and train hard, and let's hit those demonstrations now. Alright, so the first area we're going to be hitting today is our obliques, alright, which are mainly on the side part, right into here, okay? You have inner and outer obliques. First movement we're going to do is a very easy movement. We're going to be doing a side plank, okay? Side plank's really going to help isolate the oblique area. What we're going to do is we're going to go down into the ground. I'm going to stand onto my left foot, balancing my feet together right here. I have a nice straight stiff core, focusing forward into here, good steady posture, okay? And I'm just gonna hold it here. Now if this gets too easy, what we can do is pumps, so we can drop the hip down into the ground and then raise up into the air. Drop and raise, okay? Now if that gets too easy, you can actually pop up onto your hands and take it into here. Just elevates the difficulty of the level. Okay, so that's the easy one. Next move we're going to do is a little harder, okay? It's a TRX crunch, essentially. We're really going to focus on the obliques. You're also going to work on some different abdominal areas, mainly obliques. We're going to use our TRX trainer right here. All we're going to do is pump the feet in. Okay, I'm going to walk out with my hands. Now notice my back is nice and stiff. I'm facing forward. Now all I'm going to do is I'm going to drive my knees into my armpits. We'll maintain the form. We're going to go nice and slow. So I'm going to drive in and lower back out. And if you want, you can get real fancy with this. You can start doing swings, going side to side. You can even do like a bicycle movement where you're driving each leg individually like so. Sky's the limit really on how difficult you can make the TRX. And that's obliques. Thanks. Okay, so we just hit our obliques. Next area we're going to try to target is our transverse abdominis. Okay, it's going to run along the side of our abdominals. In my opinion, this is the hardest area to hit in the abdominal region. It's really hard to target and focus on. So we're going to start off with a really basic movement. We're going to get onto a Swiss ball. We're going to essentially just do a walk out with our hands, and we're going to come back in. I'm going to show you what it looks like here. So we're going to start with our Swiss ball. We're going to be on it like so. So this is the starting position here. All I'm going to do is walk me down to here. Hold it. Then I'm coming back in. And notice how nice and controlled I am. It's going to require a lot of balance to do this. So just stay nice and balanced. And that's just a basic lockout. Alright, so to make the transverse abdominis area work a little bit harder, what we're going to do is a plank variation. Now in the plank variation, we're going to have a standard plank, but we're also going to elevate the legs and kind of hold for it. So I'm going to be down into a normal plank position. Now this is pretty easy, making sure the hips are nice and lower back's nice and straight. Next I'm going to elevate the leg up into the air and point the toe, while maintaining it nice and level. Hips are nice and straight. Just really trying to engage my core abdominal region. Just stay strong. I'm gonna hold for about 30 seconds, then we'll alternate through and we'll switch legs. Now, if you really want to make this really difficult, you can pop your left leg up, right arm up, and vice versa. That's going to hit your transverse abdominis. This also hits some other areas of your abs, just like most movements you do, but mainly really focus on the transverse area. Alright, so here we are. We're at our final movement. We're going to be triggering mainly the rectus abdominis, otherwise known as the six-pack, okay? Now, a common misconception is people can target the upper part and lower part of the abdominal region, mainly the rectus area. It's a total myth. It's all one muscle, essentially, okay? Certain movements you do, you're going to foot a little bit more in certain areas, but really you're just targeting that whole rectus area. So we're going to start off with the basic movement for our rectus abdominis. Probably the most common ab movement people do. It's just a basic crunch, okay? We're really going to focus on form, and we're going to focus on our breathing. As I'm coming up into the crunch, I'm going to try to exhale the air out of my body, and I'm going to try to inhale as I'm coming down. So it's going to allow, by letting that air out, it's going to allow the abs to kind of engage and squeeze. Okay, so we're going to come down into here, like so. Hands are going to go behind the head. I'm going to have light fingers in the back of my head. We're not going to try to pull up with our arms. We're using mainly our abdominals, okay? Legs are going to come up into the air like so. Essentially, just don't try to cross them. Just keep them right into here. Okay, and this is a good bend, right, for this motion. So I'm going to come up nice and slow. We're going to use about a 3 count. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Focusing on our breathing, exhaling out, and inhaling. Okay, so this is a basic abdominal movement, mainly targeting the rectus, like I've mentioned. Now we're going to go into a bicycle movement. Now the bicycle movement is going to elevate all the rest of our muscles. It's going to trigger obliques, transverse. It's just a really tough movement. Essentially, same kind of movement where we're going into a crunch, but we're going to add a twist to it, okay? So our legs are going to be out into here. Hands are going to go behind the head. All I'm doing is I'm bringing my right elbow to my left knee, and then vice versa, okay? What I'm really trying to focus on is the twisting in the abdominal region. What's it going to look like? Take it in, and that's what we do. That's basic bicycle, and it's pretty much abs in a hole. So hopefully that kind of helped you and got you guided on the right track of developing the perfect six-pack. And just remember to train hard, watch your diet, stay hydrated, and just hit it hard.